Lieutenant Loverlady.
How is it going, my fellows, and welcome to Back to School 2026. Or not even welcome back to it, just welcome to Back to School 2026. Of course, this year we got all the usual stuff. The cool stuff for Back to School is very, very nice. Of course, we have the Loki skin that I am using right now. Looks quite nice. I actually do like this skin a lot. I think it is one of Loki's best skins. Which I'm sure I say that about like every Loki skin when they release one. But the truth is, they just make Loki skins look so nice. Alright, I gotta be careful with this guy's blast just because he's already doing the stuff that I don't like. Ah, an axe got buffed. Oh dear. We'll talk more about the balance stuff later in the video. I want to talk more about Back to School specifically. Ow. Oh, the emo. Alright, we gotta lock in on this guy. But yeah, some of the other stuff that they released, of course, with the event, as they always do, is the sidekick. There is also the 4 emojis, which, for the first time in a while, I don't really care about the emojis. I think they're okay. Not bad, obviously, because the art team always does a fantastic job on the art. But I'm not a fan of the emojis this time around. Sidekick is adorable. It's a little hamster. Little hamster. It's just adorable. Yeah, I know they're just waiting to toy around with me, dude. They're waiting until I go high up, so then they can just get a recovery kill at, like, 90. Or they're just waiting for X. Oh, no. Nope. Nice try. Here, get your weapon. I gotta stop doing down sitting. Oh. No, the side sig. So tragic. I know we can beat this guy, too. It's just... he's playing... blasters, so it just works. Yeah, there we go. Got the dodge read. Woo! Very nice. Oh, we can so make it back on this, too. One of the other things that they added as well, for the first time ever, we finally got a back-to-school podium. I wouldn't say it's not generic, but it's got, like, the, you know, anime protagonist, like, the description literally even says, like, I can feel my powers, like, coming in, or whatever the fuck. It's a very funny podium. It has little details about a lot of old legends, or just legends we don't get a lot of details about, like Vector, for example. There's a little book, and it looks quite nice. Ooh. I thought I was going to go in. I will not be buying the podium, unfortunately, just because I don't usually buy event podiums. I only do it for Brawlhalla. Ooh, nice. Ow. Yo, that almost got me. I really don't want to lose this. No. The blaster Sayers. Oh, see ya. Yo, let's go. Oh, man, I haven't been playing Scythe. Usually I'm, like, somewhat okay at Scythe, but not always. Oh boy, same guy. I guess a big part of me is jittery about playing just because, like, I don't play ones that often anymore, so... It's a little iffy. I'm just a 2s player now, basically. But we still got stuff to talk about with the patch. Patch 10.10 didn't just bring back to school, obviously. We saw the release of the brand new legend, Xinhua, which I am hopefully going to pronounce right every time. I've already made mistakes about it. But I'm doing my best to pronounce it the correct way. Especially since I pronounced Ezio wrong for so long. Not for so long, but at least the entirety of the analysis, I pronounced it Ezio instead of Ezio. Because, like, how are you supposed to know there's a T? But I will know with Xinhua, so... Okay, you are getting a little antsy with the ground pounds, dude. If he was on blasters, I wouldn't be doing as good, but... because he's on Wushang, it's not too bad. Unless he is a menace on Spear, but then again, we also have Spear. And I will not get hit by an Insig. Yo, why'd I do it that way? Oh god. Ooh, good bomb. Ow. Well, the bomb helped a little bit with the damage. I don't know what the emotes are for. The emotes are silly. Ooh! There we go. We are locked in on bow. Of course, if you are wondering where that Xinhua analysis is, as I mentioned earlier in this match, it's not gonna be for a bit. Of course, I need time to play the new Legends. I do like Xinhua a lot, but obviously I need some more time to play her, get some of her stuff down. There's like already just so many cool things that I've already found on her, and it's insane. People are complaining about her so badly, but she is really fun. Hey, yo. Alright, he is starting to get the reads. Ooh, don't dodge in. Never learned that lesson. The weapon hogging now is crazy after he gets the lead. I will just pick up a weapon on my own. And they also have released the brand new Crystal Forge weapons, because I think they released those after, Oh, is he okay? I think they released Crystal Forge after... Or the Crystal Forge weapons after Crystal Forge as a color. So... Oh, yo, I fit. We're good. Bye-bye. I couldn't really explain what I was trying to explain, because the matches are getting weird. So, about Crystal Forge weapons, a big reason why I feel like I don't like them, which, by the way, I am not really a fan of them. First of all, they kind of look like Skyforge weapons. It's not much of a difference. But the weapons for ranked in general have never really looked good with any skins in the game. You get Skyforge and Goldforge weapons not only because they're free cosmetics and they were some of the only way you could get free weapons in the past, but it's also the fact that, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look good, but also that it's so expensive. They are extremely expensive weapons. Crystal Forge is an extremely expensive color. You need 13,000 glory to get a Crystal Forge color if you want it, because you have to get Gold Forge and Sky Forge first, obviously. Honestly, all of my problems with the ranked weapons or ranked colors, Crystal Forge weapons, Crystal Forge colors, is just add more ways to get glory. I feel like we should be getting it well over 20k glory per season, maybe even 30k, because people should be able to buy these things. I feel like locking cosmetics through like really difficult to obtain methods, just, I don't know. Maybe it's a part of me speaking because I'm a jack of all trades player, and I really like playing all the characters, which means getting everything for all the characters, which isn't doable. It's really not. Obviously, with stuff like level 100, level 50 even, it is extremely time-consuming. And the Crystal Forge situation doesn't have to be time-consuming, because they could just up the amount that we get. They could also do the same for, like, XP or getting legend titles. They could just up the amount of XP we get constantly. But that's why we have, like, double XP weekends. Ow. Yo? Alright, thank God I didn't fall into that. I also thought that the Nyx was going to do an insig, which is why I, like, didn't fully commit there. Of course, its blast just fucking me up, too. Actually terrifying weapon. And yet, it didn't see any nerfs in the bounce pass, which we'll get to that. We'll get to the bounce pass. They also added some more guild cosmetics in the store, apart from the Crystal Forge stuff. Obviously, because that's ranked. But the guild stuff, they added the weapons, the weapon set specifically, which is a brand new weapon set for guild specifically. I think their weapons are okay. Again, it's just more ways to get free cosmetics, right? No problem with that. Oh, the weapon. There. You know what? I figured out what she's trying to do. She's just going up and around constantly. Doesn't kill, I think. Fate has high attack, but doesn't always work. Ow. Well, it works there. Works there, but we'll kill her right about now. I don't usually play that decent on Fate either, so nice to gun on her for once. And we're sporting the black light, of course. Yo, Squirrel Girl simp. I mean, hey, I'm a Squirrel Girl player. But let's talk about the bound stuff, finally, because all the other stuff's really cool, the new cosmetic additions, but what about stuff that actually changes the game, right? My opinion on the bounce pass, I'm not going to get into like the super nitty-gritty stuff about it, but I think it's overall good. I think buffing all the weapons is good, because there are some weapons in the game that I personally believe just completely carry people. Blasters and gauntlets are just the most overpowered things in the entire game. It's horrid, but oh wow. I'm getting shredded. Let me stop playing Scythe. Of course, like, there were changes to weapons that I didn't think needed to be buffed, obviously, because I was like, well, they feel balanced to play, right? They feel perfectly fine, but there's obviously some that just stick out way too hard, and they won't do anything about it. I think we fought blasters 3 out of 4 of these matches, and I'm just getting walloped every single time. I went against the other ones because they don't one-trick blasters nearly as hard. Nope. And that nearly kills. I know they're just waiting for the attack. I don't know why that's even true. Blaster there should not have any true combos. There we go. Woo! The read. Part of me is like still having to lock in on these matches. One thing that does surprise me about the balance notes, though, are the buffs to Greatsword, because I am stunned by the Greatsword buffs, actually. People, I don't know if there's like another Greatsword renaissance we're having with 2020, when Greatsword used to be so strong then, but I am not unwelcoming the changes. I honestly think they're good changes because, I mean, Greatsword always just feels harder to use, obviously. Giving more purpose to downlight feels nice, instead of all the emphasis being put on like one single combo starter. But it could make Greatsword too strong. I don't know if it's really going to be that strong. Yo, not the read. Ha! Got. I'm so losing this match. But there are some really nice changes to specifically a lot of the legends that I honestly just thought were weak. Seeing buffs to... I mean, Horus I thought was strong. They buffed him. I don't know why they buffed Horus, but they didn't buff anything super crazy. He's just a good legend. Horus is really good. But they buffed Ransom, Lady Vera. I think, God, who else did they buff? I'm trying to remember. It's like an underrated legend. Shit. I can't remember it while playing at the same time, but also I can't fight blasters. So, there's that. Fuck blasters. Yeah, so every single game we played, except one, which was like one of them we won really easily, was literally just blasters. This is why I think they just need to gut it to the ground. It's been really strong. People aren't seeing it. If you space well enough with it, it is just the best weapon in the game. I'm sorry if you don't think that's true. I don't even think it's opinion. I think it's facts. I think blasters are just unbelievably overpowered. It's not fair. Also, I was thinking of King Zuva, but that is the legend I was thinking about when talking about the really weak legends that got stronger with this patch. Very happy to see. But one of the last things I want to talk about, of course, apart from the balance and apart from the cosmetic section earlier, because I feel like it didn't fit there, was the addition of CYMK, I think it is called, which is the new color replacing okay, well, okay, deserved. I mean, bro picked up Axe and immediately started doing significantly worse than what he was doing on blasters, so. But, right, CYMK is the color that replaced RGB. There was a big RGB debate last year about the addition of colors that cost real-life money. And I am still fully against this. I don't think they should add colors that cost money unless there was a warrant for it or, like, something that makes it stick out, you know? Like, obviously they aren't going to add animated colors, right? But I honestly thought they were going to at least stay true to their word by saying, yeah, we've learned better. We realize RGB isn't what people really want, so we won't do it again. Which is why I'm really mad when they've done it again. I'm very upset with it, honestly. I don't like stating very negative things about the game in just a negative fashion, because I feel like constructive criticism is always good. But it's just frustrating because they specifically said they weren't going to do it again, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I'm being mistaken. Maybe they didn't say that, but they clearly saw how much of an uproar the community had about the entire thing, right? And they went ahead and did it again, and I just don't know why. I think this form they did it better, because you can buy the color you want for only 10 mammoth. 10 mammoth coins is very cheap, right? Not too much. I'm like, dude, every match is just lock-in. Everyone's super locked in today. Okay, so, right, we had an issue with RGB because it didn't have anything that stuck out about it. It was a fully paid color, and you couldn't get it for just one character. You couldn't get it for one character because the whole system of spending 10 to get one is just completely random. Like, that was the problem with RGB last year, right? And I think that solves a part of the issue with CYMK, but the root of the problem is still there. You are paying real money for colors that just aren't worth the money. I see. All right, there are some bad colors in this game. There is Heat Wave. I know people don't like Lucky Clover or Clover Patch, which honestly I think Lucky Clover is one of the best colors in the game. Fight me. Colors are completely objective. They are... I mean, it's a cosmetic. You can completely just use the one you like best, like Raven's Honor or Esports V2, or just change it up a bunch, right? Because the colors look nice. They make really good colors. CYMK might be the biggest abomination of a color I've ever seen in any video game. It's insane. Because I get the idea. I know what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be an ink cartridge, right? Ink cartridges are all sorts of colors, right? But it doesn't work. It really, really doesn't work. There's always a setup that I believe a color can work well with, right? Oh, wow. Yo, unarmed fight? Just kidding? Face my axe? I'm, like, getting back into the game way too much while talking about CYMK. But I'm gonna continue after that. We will talk about it more. Thank goodness. And that one was fair. That was a very fair match because we didn't fight blasters. Yeah, so here's the thing about CYMK, and I'm gonna go specifically to training and check it out. But, like, usually there is a legend or a skin in the game where it looks decent on those characters. Like, sure, this looks okay. Some of them look okay, but the problem with the color is that it stands out way, way too hard. Like, if I use... Like, there's blue and gold here. There's, like, slight purple in Zariel's hair. There's yellow and red. Like, no signs of the blue. Some blue is there. There's, like, almost no black in that Petra skin. It's just, like, it's a color that feels like it's supposed to be absolutely everything, but it ends up impressing nobody. Because it's an eyesore to look at. I gotta be brutally honest. Like, this looks okay. But then again, why not just use Home Team? This looks so similar to Home Team. And even then on these other skins, like this looks like Heat Wave or Esports V4 almost. We haven't had a color like CYMK before. We had RGB, which is very similar, but CYMK uses a very different sort of color grid in some sort of way. Not literally, but CYMK is a color that's trying to please everybody. But the thing is, colors aren't meant to please everybody. There's going to be colors that are going to suck. There's going to be colors that look amazing. That's why they save some of their best hitter colors for, what is it, the anniversary event in May. We've seen Bifrost. We've seen Raven's Honor, Art Deco. Blood Moon was kind of iffy, but that's like the only one. The point is, they use really good colors for certain events. And then some of them just have to be stinkers. Like, is anyone really going to be using, I don't know, like the secondary Heat Wave color? And this isn't me saying that this color is bad or like any of these colors are bad, but they're honestly just made to look worse. Colors are free. They are supposed to be free. That has been the standard for like 10 years at this point. That's what colors always have been. And again, when they go and switch up that formula and give us colors that are paid without changing anything, that's the problem. And I feel like they're trying to justify it by saying, look, these colors stand out in a different way. They look different. They do different things than other colors, but that's not the point of colors. The point of a color is that it contrasts with itself well. There's like a reason why certain colors look the way they do. So in brutal honesty, I bought RGB because I thought it looked nice, right? I thought it was a decent color. I still think it is a decent color, if I can find a good example. But CYMK, I just truly don't think is worth it. It doesn't look good on any skin in the game, I feel like, consistently. You can't point out what looks good about it because what is there to point out? A lot of that was rambling. I rambled about it for at least 10 minutes at this point. I don't know how much of it you're going to see in the video, but hopefully you liked my rant. And of course, the back to school event is very cool as well. I didn't want to add that on right after the last. I want to end the video off on a good note, because back to school is always one of the best events with one of the cooler themes on Legends skins. Some of them are a little more on the iffy side, like the Mako skin, for example, or the Brawl Dog Mordex. But some of them really stand out, like this Loki one, for example. I think they did a phenomenal job on it. With that being said, if you do like the content and you just want to support the channel in any ways, feel free to subscribe, like the channel, do all that sort of biz. YouTube made a lot of changes to how views work lately, and I really hope it shouldn't have a negative impact on the channel or for any other low subscriber content creators in the community. So really, liking the video, subscribing, or sharing the video with friends even is just the best way to support the channel. Or honestly, join the Discord server if you want to chill in there. We have some pretty cool people in there as well. But of course, I'm going to stop yapping, obviously. Y'all take care, and of course, always remember to keep on brawling.